Well, I'm assuming that once they reach update 1.0, then like it'll be full.
Wow. There's only 2 servers up by other people.
Yes, come on in. Password is Blee. You should be able to see it. It's called Prawns. Can't see it, then you must be fucking blind.
I can't see it.
Then
you're asking a lot
then
of
you
us
must
here.
be fucking blind.
There's 3 servers.
There's
Three-
iPhone's power server, twitch.tv Airrathel, and
It's Snickers.
Snickers
Yep,
server.
that's it.
That's 3 directors. There's no one else.
Has he finished making this map?
There it
yet?
is. Found up.
Who
Oh, yeah,
needs
cool.
invites,
Yeah, like
then?
I find that it only appears if I click on friends only.
And once Spitfire's
I-
downloaded the game, I can invite him.
I used
I
Steam.
got fucking Midlands internet,
I
mate.
used the Steam overlay. It worked.
It's
I'm
too late.
loading.
I sent invites anyway, so fuck you.
Is there anywhere outside of the city of London in this country that doesn't have their fucking internet work via fucking aluminium
What the fuck
fucking
is that
wires from the
sound?
Victorian era?
I'm loading. Yes, I'm
like
here.
crumpling something into the microphone.
It's crunching some
Yeah,
fucking
it's
It's like
crisp.
eating a tin can.
Oh, we say you
Custom
don't.
map.
It's definitely not me.
Don't worry.
It's not me either.
He do be
It says
Oh,
you're
I blame
downloading
Marco.
the maps,
Yeah.
so probably join in once you've done that.
Based on no evidence, I blame Arco because there's precedence.
Rumble was the first to make it.
No, I think
I was-
Sol
I mean-
was there before me.
No, it says he's still loading the map.
Oh,
So how do I get like
Yeah, it's
my own,
instancing
them little,
all meshes.
balls?
Hmm?
And
Go
now
into
I don't-
options
I'm
to
ready.
customize the model.
You go to options and then options. No, you don't have to do double options in this menu.
No.
You can just go to options and then there's ball customization.
I don't see it.
So options is at the top of the thing.
Yeah,
next to
I-
friends. And
I know
then
that
full,
bit.
Full customization is just a white. It's just a big ass white dot in the middle
I
of the
see.
of the ball.
I genuinely
course.
don't remember.
Of course,
Anything about
like
this.
everything is locked out though.
Yeah, I've got a hat and I'm supposed to be an orange ball, but it doesn't change that on the button thing, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
whether it actually works.
yeah, it does. I'm a Nigerian ball. With
Hey,
a
my
soup
ball.
head.
Okay, my ball is red because that's the only thing that's the only thing I could do.
Mine is Brown.
Yeah, you have to like play games
Like
with
the
the
poo.
hats and things.
like the poo poo.
Yes.
And then the eat.
We are now
eat the
all just
poo-poo.
waiting for Nubrub to ready.
No, I'm waiting for Spitfire. What are you on about, Cram?
Huh?
I'm so
Oh,
crackhead.
I've not joined in yet.
He's still
I hadn't
downloading.
I hadn't noticed that.
How far are you in the download? Have another
5 miles.
like halfway.
Oh,
Oh, like
I have a Chromecast.
30%.
Ah.
Wait, 30%'s not halfway.
Well, yeah, because I fucking eyeballed it with the little little Steam
Steam
thing in the
green light
fucking
thing.
system tray. Yeah.
Ah.
We could just warm up on this. Then, when Spitfire's ready to join us, we quit out and restart.
But then that means Spitfire wouldn't be warming up.
Ah,
Mate,
exactly.
I'm
He's already
fucking
too good at this.
Wii Sports fucking
He's
resort
got this.
golf. Goated.
25
Yeah,
strokes
Spitfire as a
hole.
pro gamer.
Oof. 3 minutes a hole or 25 strokes.
Collision on, because chaos.
Yep.
Yes.
Because
Could allow jumping as well.
No. Start the game already.
But I don't want to leave Spitfire behind.
no
Well,
problem.
just
left
just
behind.
start something.
Exactly.
Just,
You
again,
wait
just
for
fucking-
Spitfire.
Yeah.
We could play some Gartic phone while we
Just
wait.
play some while I fucking deal it.
Sol could tell us a tale, a story.
Yes, that's an excellent
Hail
idea.
from South Africa.
Yes.
How long was your power out for today?
No, let's not have a tale from my country.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
What a shame. It would distract us from tales from our shitty countries.
Oh, come and
No,
live
no,
here
those
for a
things don't
while.
work,
You'll
you know.
forget all about how shit your countries are. In
Tho-
fact,
tho-
that
tho-
should be
Vice
our
ver-
new
and
main
vice
export.
versa.
That's the problem. Like for example, in my case, like, oh yeah, I'm into Rafa generator currently because the power grid's down once again. Like, haha. It's like I asked, like, wait, how much does it cost you? It's like, basically figured it out. It's more fucking expensive for power here compared to Ukraine. In the middle of the war, working off of fucking generators that run on petrol. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Exceedingly.
It's all because the companies are price gouging, because the price of the stuff has actually gone down. So it doesn't
Germany is now finally delivering tanks to the Ukraine. Hooray.
Yeah, so
They
yeah,
are.
if
Ukraine is
you
getting
build
some
them, you may as
proper
well
tanks.
send them there.
They are, and they're
Getting proper tanks.
and
Well,
they're letting other nations export
They're
them. as well.
sending the bomb samples. It's time.
the fucking Abrams is the
I-
US
I-
is
I
sending
like
that
that-
fucking
I
dog
like
shit.
that the Americans are sending their experimental tank that has an Xbox controller as the control unit.
No,
Instead
they're,
of the
And
they're,
tank.
then that's
sending,
super
they're
nice.
sending M1A2, M1A2s, but the export version are kind of fucking dog shit.
Just remember, all modern MBTs in NATO are basically the same. There's not really that much practical difference between them.
I'm particularly racist against blue people.
Yes,
Said the
I am.
racist alien named
But obviously we
Blorb
knew that. We
McNoodles.
knew that already, Solo.
All right,
Everyone's
fine.
a
I'll
little
find a
bit
different
racist.
story to read if that one's not good enough for you.
What was the one that killed us? Like we were dying.
Solo, there's
many
there's
of
It was
Solo,
like
I-
they had like the list of things. The ones with
Okay,
lists
so-
are good.
No, the beans.
I mean, Solo, I didn't say that the one you were doing was bad. I was just saying that it wasn't
New.
a surprise.
Hmm.
No, like it was new, but just obviously like we knew that you were.
What?
Yes.
Apparently we knew that Solar is a racist alien against
Nah, how about the Sergeant Colonel Dogfolder Higgins?
Yes, that one's a good one.
Fine
58%.
tale.
Wowie.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read this with a straight face, no matter how
That
much
is-
I
that is
try.
a-
But yeah, Sergeant Colonel Dogfolder Higgins tucked the last piece of cheese under his belt and got ready to face the dogs. Those dogs didn't want to get folded, but they needed folding, so by God, he would fold them. It was the middle of May, so the dog folding training was nearly over. The Colonel was looking forward to it. He'd never missed a dog folding session since the day he'd first learned how to dog fold. In fact, he'd been dog folding at some point almost every day for more than 20 years. But he was still a mere dog sergeant fold private. We're just getting started.
is dog folding?
And he'd never you mind that. And he'd never expected.
The forbidden knowledge! You may not know!
Forbidden.
Is
And-
forbidden!
Yes. And he'd never expected to reach the ultimate rank like the Master Hound Sergeant Fold Master. But that rank had to come through the ranks of dog folding, and the more dog folds he could handle, the more rank he'd have. He was looking forward to more dog folds. The more dog folds he could handle, the better chance he'd have of being a Sergeant Fold Major in the army or some office, he thought. He walked towards the dog folding chamber, whistling a merry tune to himself. He loved being a dog folder. No rank was sweeter than a Sergeant Fold Private, and he knew he was the best dog folder in the world. There was
Bit
no
dodgy,
better
innit?
dog folder than he. He was about to enter the dog folding chamber when his heart sank. There, standing in the doorway of the dog folding chamber, were the Sergeant Fold Master and another dog folder. The master had just finished dog folding a group of 6 dogs. He had one dog still remaining. He raised his fist to his chin and rubbed his chin with his fist.
The master fisting as well.
With his other hand, he pointed his index finger at the dog left by himself. It's not fair, he thought. I had one of the best dog folding sessions ever. Dog folding is fun, but it doesn't do me any good. He knew the Sergeant Foldmaster would be folding the dog left alone as well. What he didn't know was that the Sergeant Foldmaster would fold the dog into another dog that needed folding. Then the dog folding session started. The Sergeant Foldmaster raised his fist and brought it down to the dog folding surface, saying, "I'm the best dog folder in the whole wide world." The dogs began folding, but not one fold was perfect. There was always one fold that needed improving. The dog folding session went on for a while. The Sergeant Foldmaster finished folding all the dogs, and then began dog folding his favorite dog. "Here's your fold, boy," he said, and he brought down the folding fist. It fell right on the dog's head,
Folding fist.
and the dog groaned. When it was all over, Sergeant Colonel Dogfolder Higgins saluted the Sergeant Foldmaster, who returned the salute and walked to his office. He turned to Colonel Fold Private Dog. He turned to Colonel Fold Private Dogfolder Higgins. Can't fucking do it. And said, "I'm going to dogfold a dog in your size. I heard that you were the best dogfolder in the world." "Sergeant Colonel Fold Dogfolder Higgins," he replied. "I've been dogfolding since I was 8 years old. I'm sure I can dogfold any dog in your size." The Sergeant Foldmaster walked out with his dog and came back about an hour later. "Sergeant Colonel Fold Dogfolder Higgins, I have a dog left. Let's get to work." "Thank you, Sergeant Foldmaster." They started
the subtle
folding.
arts of dog folding.
They started folding. After about 20 minutes, the Sergeant Foldmaster came back to his senses. "Sergeant Colonel Fold Dogfolder Higgins, your fold was perfect." "Thank you, Sergeant Foldmaster." "Where is the dog, Colonel Fold Dog?" "Where
Like-
is the dog,
They're
Colonel
like
Fold Dog
fucking
Higgins
prawn
Private?"
ranks. What are these fucking ranks? Just, it's like Calamy's rank, like
It's constantly
fucking
changing.
cabin boy, servant, slave, cabin boy.
Should we consider
We're almost done.
rebrand? Should we consider a rebranding? 'Cause
No,
No.
the dog folders.
Yes. Where is the dog,
Fold
Colonel
Master,
Fold?
Fold Sergeant Private.
Where is the dog, Colonel Fold Dog Higgins Private? It's folded away, Sergeant Foldmaster. Thank you, dog. Oh dear. Thank you, Dog Higgins Fold Private Colonel. That was a perfect fold. You folded your dog in just the right way. I'd never fold a dog that way again. Thank you, Sergeant Foldmaster. You're the best dog folder in the world. I'm not going to dog fold my dog. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just don't want to fold that dog anymore. I've been folding it for too many years. Colonel Fold Private Dog Folder Higgins saluted the Sergeant Foldmaster and left.
Like, is Higgins' name or was that all
No,
that
is
was
it part
right?
of the rank? I don't fucking know.
I think it's always the
You
same,
have been
but just
promoted to
jumbled.
Higgins. Hooray!
He finally raised the ranks throughout all that. He started out as just a private.
So
a fold,
Yes.
a fold private.
A fold private.
So fold private dog folder Higgins.
Yep.
Yes, and you can also be a Dog Higgins.
You can also be a dog hidden staff sergeant fold master.
I think I
Colonel.
just became at least
Dog Higgins
20%
Fold
more.
Private Colonel.
I'm pretty
I
sure I
mean, it
became
is-
like
I mean, it
20%
is
more
impressive
schizophrenic after
how-
listening to that.
I mean, it is impressive how grammatically it's fine, but it is just complete
So
fucking
every
shit.
other way.
Madness.
Why is this fucking game soft locking? I've been
I mean,
fucking constantly loading. Hey, I'll restart it.
it takes a while to load. Don't worry
Why?
about
It's
it.
PlayStation.
fucking mini golf.
I don't know.
The
Just,
very
just accept it.
Especially the
Shite.
very first time you open it, it takes forever.
It's
Yeah.
very
should I
golf.
use fucking DX10 or Vulcan or what?
What?
Just-
Well,
No, just
I restarted
play-
the
play
launch
the game,
settings like
just a normal
DX10
thing.
Vulcan.
Let's go.
Just wait for
Oh,
it
yeah.
to load, and then
Oh, yeah.
it'll be fine.
Point. Oh no, I
It's
haven't
fucking-
changed my avatar yet. I meant to do that when I got
yeah.
back from Amsterdam. I said I'd do it, but I never did. I need to do it now.
What, like fresh off the fucking zoot smoke?
Avatar?
Hang on.
Well,
I-
I'm just being fucking
Steam
honest, you
avatar.
know.
Hang on a second, I need to edit this. This
Oh,
like.
TeamSpeak avatar.
Oh, God, my eyes, they are burning.
The level between 0 and 10, how fucking zooted have you been perpetually?
Thank you, Dogmaster Sergeant Fold Colonel.
Colonel.
Do you remember that one promotion for Bulletstorm called Duty Calls, and it was just a giant fucking Call of Duty parody, like Master Sergeant, Super Sergeant to the Sergeant's extreme.
It
You
doesn't have
remember
the
that shit?
same ring to it.
It was fucking good
They're
parody thing
folding
though.
in the title.
Bulletstorm was not a bad game. It's
Bulletstorm was fucking
alright,
good.
not kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking good.
I never
Okay.
played it, but I remember it had some very interesting mechanics
Mm,
involving
Yeah.
crotch kills and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the Let's Play. That was nice.
It was one of those games that came out before I was really interested in that kind of thing, so it kind of
What,
passed it
murder?
over. Yes.
Oh my.
Well, I don't know. Military,
I take it. These
Well,
swords
don't
Call
are
think
of
of the
Duty.
military
Yes.
as, like slow-mo kick people into like spikes.
yeah, I didn't see the appeal, and also at that point, I didn't have a system that could run anything beyond Minecraft, and B, I had no money.
Well, how the fuck can you run Minecraft? Minecraft is always a piece of shit to run on anything.
In vanilla, did nothing.
Yeah, exactly. This was before shaders, or rather, before
Yeah,
I was
even
aware
then.
that shaders existed.
I remember fucking like even beta era was like pretty fucked.
Yeah, well, it was easier to run back in those days. Besides, at that time,
Eyes of the wanking ninja.
At
Sorry, I
that
just saw
time,
tits
I-
left.
What?
I didn't really know much about video games. I was just starting to get interested in them.
Just wanna play video
I'm still proud of that drawing I did actually.
Why is this shit? Why is this shit still not loading? I've been loading for the past like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
But
it takes a while.
It did take a while.
How
it
it
really
is a
does take a while.
fucking mini golf
Just
It's
Just
a big
learn
Spitfire,
some
it's a-
patience.
Spitfire, it's a big game.
fucking mini golf.
It's like Mountain Blade. It's like eternally huge.
Mountain Blade at least like fucking loads in reasonable time. Like
Well,
what?
Mountain
What's it
Blade
fucking
isn't-
computing? Like it's not the it's not a mini golf game, okay? Yeah, you might be able to fucking like run Crisis, but a mini golf game, you're gonna have to wait there, Buster. Oh
Yeah,
fuck!
when-
Well,
when I
I'm
first
still
tried
loading.
playing this game, it took like 15 minutes to first load, and then after that, it was like 30 seconds. Just the very first load just took forever.
But it is a mini golf game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
It's
it's
high
all
def.
malware or
It's
something.
HQ, 4K graphics.
golf? With the mini golf is so big.
It's the best
4K
golf game you've ever
graphics.
seen. It's a first-person shooter mini golf game.
Yes.
Truly.
Takes place in the
seeing
harsh
fucking
jungles of Croydon.
take your AR-15 and shoot the golf ball to make it go
mini golf.
places.
Every single fucking blade of grass has a separate 16K texture.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Really?
You lack patience, I've noticed.
Well, the
That's
amount of
because
fucking
he's
time
not a
I've waited
doctor.
for, I've waited for fucking world gens on Dwarf Fortress on fucking ancient shit boxes.
And
That
yet
took a
you
fucking
can't
while.
wait for a few minutes for this to load.
Yes.
Because it's mini golf.
Any other game would
Yeah.
be fine. It's just the fact it's mini
Yeah.
golf.
I'm racist against mini golf.
Rather racist of you.
Yes, against mini golf, of course. How could I not be?
Ah, there's the simple recipe for beans. Just
What? You grow them out of the ground?
Oh no.
That's amazing.
What about also the story of Lord Frumplehoop
That's also a fine one.
and the child? Where is the recipe for beans?
That
Let's see if I can
sounds
find that.
slightly worrying. Not gonna
Yeah, no,
lie.
it's not. It's
the child.
fine.
Ah, and then there's the famous 16 beans. No, that wasn't as good.
I can't find the bean recipe, I'm afraid. So Lord Frumplehoop it is.
I think I found the bean recipe. Hang on. But I think there was more than one. I don't know why.
Stop rubbing butter into your eyes. No.
Simple recipe. Maybe it's in one of the older chats.
Could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
why am I tempted with the barnacle gift with purchase? Fuck.
How's it not saved to an archive?
Because I don't have time.
No one has
I've
the
saved-
time.
yeah.
What do you mean you don't archive
But
your
if you would like to save
parables?
everything to an archive.
I'm not in the chats.
Exactly.
Oh yes, good point. Hadn't thought
You
of that.
think that excuses you?
Now I already have an archive and it contains over 400 stories, but
That's so out of date at this point.
yeah, there are still
You
ancient
make
chats
like-
that I have to, dredge
Although if
through
you,
to
if
find
you type
things.
in the search bar "simple recipe," it comes up with the bean recipe straight away. Kind of cool.
Spitfire, how are things?
Loading.
Relevant?
Cool.
The mini golf game.
No, it didn't.
Like 8
Very
minutes.
annoying.
Hmm?
You want to try and
Yeah.
restart loading?
Didn't come up with a recipe.
Maybe
I
you
Fine,
cannot.
fine.
I am
delete the
cannot.
chats.
I'm in the
Right.
loading screen. I'm in the loading zone.
yeah,
if
I'm
you
in
will.
this
well,
one.
The search
I-
bar at the
I-
top, you could just
no,
type
I don't
"simple
think-
recipe" and it shows up.
I don't think it should take that long.
What gave you that impression?
Huh.
Because it's a mini golf.
No, well there it is.
Maybe
Weird.
I typed in simple rec instead. Half a
Oh, it
recipe just to
doesn't
see if that
accept
would
the
work, but it
recipe.
didn't accept that, no.
Filth.
A simple recipe for beans. Start with dry beans. Rinse well. It is best to start with dry beans. If you don't have them, buy them dried. Place in a large bowl.
What if I want my
Cover with a
fucking
kitchen
beans
towel
wet?
or plastic wrap. Poke several holes in it and secure with a rubber band. Let them sit for 8 to 12 hours at room temperature. Make sure they don't get cold.
They make it very
God, I just
sad.
remember how ridiculous the steps are. Drain. If you don't have time for that, you can skip it. But if you do have time, drain the beans really well. Place in a colander, cover,
Who has time? Who has 6 to 12 hours to wait
and
for
let
beans
them
to
drain
and then
for
they
8
don't have
to
time to
12
drain
hours
it.
Simple
at room
recipe.
temperature.
Such a simple recipe, though.
Wash with cold water. If you don't have time for that, just rinse them well. Rinse with cold water and then drain. And
What's the
rinse.
fucking difference?
Drain and rinse. This will rinse out all of the water that was cooked out of them. If you have time, cover and let them sit for 4 to 6 hours at room temperature or overnight. You can add vinegar to them. I'm just experimenting. I don't know if it will make them more or less healthy, but it will probably make them more tasty. Just make sure you use vinegar with no more than 4% acetic acid. If it's higher than 4%, the health benefits are minimal. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar for every cup of beans.
Is this some fucking dark bean law now? Is it gonna poison me?
The bean recipes of law.
They're serious recipes.
Yeah, these are 100% legit recipes you could cook if you had 2 days.
What, you're saying you don't fucking wait 2 days for beans? What, are you
Every time
impatient?
I cook beans.
Alright, May I propose a motion that we throw Spitfire under the bus and the Star Router?
That is a pretty.
I mean, the
reasonable
story isn't even over yet.
Assertion
Yeah.
based on the fact
It
that
isn't?
it's
Still loading.
Yeah, I think that was it for that one, wasn't it?
Huh?
Oh no, there is more. Oh, that's why, because you posted it in 2 parts. Okay.
Yeah.
So to continue, drain and rinse the beans again.
Drain and rinse again.
Set aside in the fridge. Don't put them in the freezer. Add some spices. Start with a pinch or
What for
2 of
frozen
cumin,
beans?
cayenne pepper, oregano, paprika, turmeric, or chili powder. Add some salt. If you don't want to put salt on them, it's fine. If you want to add salt, add 1/2 to 1 tablespoon of fine salt. Make sure you use sea salt. Do not use the table salt.
I'll use
Put the
fucking
mixture in
Himalayan
the
pink
microwave.
salt.
Put the bowl on a plate, cover with a paper towel, and microwave on high for 20 to 30 minutes.
Who the fuck? Okay, who the fuck?
Try not to peek
spends
too
several
often.
days.
You'll know
Who's-
when it's done because the beans will be soft and you'll see steam.
Who spends several days preparing beans to put them in the fucking microwave?
Yep, for 30 minutes.
Rinse and drain the beans well. Put the beans, yeah, for the
Do you
50th
think-
fucking time.
Already
Do you
cooked
think?
beans.
Put the
Do you think anyone that's
nothing
followed
left.
this has ever actually lived to tell the tale?
Put the beans back in the refrigerator. They are now ready to be cooked. Yeah, all of that was just the fucking prep work. They're not even ready to be cooked yet. So
Well, they
there
are
you
by
go.
the end.
So there you go. These healthy beans are great for adding to salads. They are inexpensive and really healthy. They are a great substitute for any
What
type
the
of
fuck
bean.
would the power bill look
I
like?
recommend you try them out. I'm sure you'll like beans.